No place like Alaska, no place is like home. I mean, I've traveled pretty much all over. I've been down the lower 48. I went as far as Spain and Copenhagen, and home is home.
With the internet, it seems like the world is getting a lot smaller, but at the same time, we're still just as isolated as we were, because we'll still go weeks without airplanes to bring in supplies or mail.
So we still rely a lot on our native food, and we're trying to keep it so the next generation, like my grandchildren, continue to harvest that food.
It's kept Wales people alive for thousands of years.
Once it gets to where we have 16, 18, 24 hours of daylight, once we get to where it starts to warm up, the only place I want to be is out there on the ocean, on the ice, with my uncles, with my cousins, with everyone in the village.
To me, it's a lot healthier, it's fresher, and it's available still right now. Bears are edible. They're considered now a delicacy because we don't often hunt polar bears here anymore. Through the Nanuuq Commission here in Alaska, they showed our culture a lot of respect, but they also let us know what was happening to the polar bears' environment and why they were becoming endangered. We started to see some of our elders slow down in hunting polar bears for that reason. And I was really glad to see that happen.
I was taught, don't kill any animals unless you need it.
It's our nature to see polar bears. We live out here in the Arctic. We're supposed to see polar bears.
Polar bears could smell for miles. They've known to smell a dead walrus or a dead whale 10 miles away from them. That's how they hunt. Their nose is how they survive.
A lot of the stories I heard growing up is that polar bears are smart, a lot smarter than most people. According to legend and according to the stories my elders told me, is that they will even understand our language. If there's a bear bothering us, we need to talk to it in our language. Maybe the first thing I would tell it in my language is, "Adapilin, go away." That means, get away from here.
They're prized, they're respected, we have dances about them, we have stories about them.
Polar bears are just natural. I mean, they're part of our lives.
If we want bears for our next generation, we got to start thinking about trying to save them. And I think it's really important to save their environment.
Over 40 years ago, we told scientists that our ice was thinner, but they didn't believe us until the scientists studied the ice conditions up here, and now everybody knows that our ice is thinner and our climate is getting warmer.
The people who live here know about our climate, know about living in these conditions, and we share these conditions with the polar bear.
Like with the warmness of our weather, we're having a late fall, and our spring comes real fast.
We get bad weather all the time now, quick. We have south wind. It used to take days to change from south to north wind. Either way, the land or the ocean side, it would take days. Now it's just a matter of minutes.
And I'm sure it affects the polar bears out there. The changes are not stopping, so we need to be concerned about our environment and the polar bear's environment also.
I don't like the change.